Welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how you can perform an independent sample student and a Welch t-test using Python and my stikpetP library. This video will focus on how to obtain the output, not so much if you should be using this test or how to interpret the output. I'm using Python version 3.12.7 in a JupyterLab notebook. So uh, these are just two possible tests, the student and the Welch. There's also a trend means test and a Welch test. So this might not be the test for you. Perhaps you prefer one of the others, but these two are the most famous ones probably. To show you how to actually perform the test, I'll need some example data. So I'll load in pandas first, and then from my website I'll download the student statistics data and load it in as a data frame. I actually won't be needing all of the data. I just need a categorical field. In this case I'll be using gender for that, and a numerical field, so I'll be using scores. Now looking at the categories, it seems that only male and female were chosen, so this is a binary field in this case. Now for my library, it's available via pip install and then the full link to my GitHub. So it's not directly available via pip install and then just the name of the library. Once you've installed it, you can import it just as any other library. The function of interest is actually the TS, short for test, Welch T independent samples, and the same with the student T and then IS for independent samples. They have the same parameters. The required ones are the categorical field and the numerical field. If you have more than two categories in your categorical field, you can actually specify with categories which two you want to compare. You can also set the hypothesized mean. By default it will be 0. And only for the Welch test you can actually also set which formula for the degrees of freedom you want to use. Either the Welch setter weight, which is the default, or the Welch itself. For more details you can actually just put in the question mark and then the name of the function. So let's take it for a spin. The student T, I put in the categories and the scales and the scores, and I get a lot of output there. Similar for the Welch t-test, I now also get a degrees of freedom in there. It's showing the counts for each of the two categories, the average of each of the two categories, the difference between them, the hypothesized difference, the test statistic, which is a t-value in this case, the degrees of freedom for the Welch test, and with the student t-test as well. Sorry, it requires degrees of freedom for both, of course. It's just only different for the Welch test where you have an option. The p-value in both cases is above 0.05, so usually we would have a threshold of 0.05, so they're both above that, which would mean it's a non-significant result, and therefore there's no significant difference in the average between the males and the females in the population. And that's about it. I hope this video was helpful, and thank you for watching.